Functional Flex, Team FFLEX. I'm here in the office. I'm ready to tell you difference between a low-fat diet and a low-carb diet. Now, this is buzzing all over the internet with all the keto, all the new stuff coming out, all the fads, all the old school paleo and the primitive fucking whatever, Atkins, all these things. They come out and they go around, they circle through, and now they're always new when they change the name, whatever. Besides the point for this video, point is people have the question all the time. Are my carbs too high? Are my carbs too low? Are my fats too high? Are my fats too low? Is it better to be on a high carb, low fat diet or a low fat, high carb diet? Etc. Vice versa. You guys get what I'm saying. Question comes up. Which do you need most? I'm going to tell you right now the quick breakdown of what nutrients you need most when it comes to dieting down in the first place, or even building muscle for that matter. Then I'm going to get into the actual question of what matters the most between a low fat and a low carb diet. Okay? Let's hit it. So first things first, most important nutrient, most important macro when you're doing anything in the gym, any goal, anybody watching this video, whether you're an average everyday gym goer with basic goals or you're a top level athlete competing at the top of the competitions all over the world, the number one nutrient for you to focus on is your protein intake. Why? Because protein dictates the amount of muscle and strength you can build, and it also dictates your lean body mass for when you cut down. So for example, if you're trying to build muscle and build strength, you need the right protein intake to make sure that you're going to be able to build them muscles and get that strength built. Now if you're going to diet down, you're going to go into a caloric restriction, which would burn body mass, lean body mass even. You burn away your muscles being in a caloric restriction without the correct level of protein. So you gotta have the protein in the right spot no matter what for the goals. You guys, the protein is the most important nutrient when it comes to building muscle, maintaining strength through all phases. And every single person, no matter who you are and what you're doing, you do care about your lean body mass, because your lean body mass will burn fat. So even if you're the person who's 350 pounds and you want to lose weight, building muscle will be advantageous to you because it's going to help you burn fat in the long run. And if you're obviously the person who's already lean, whatever, you're trying to build muscle or burn fat further, whatever, you know the benefits of maintaining your muscle is going to aid you in doing so. So the protein is the number one nutrient. You gotta have that first. Then you guys, we're looking at the fats coming in second. Fats are the next most important nutrient you need to focus on with any diet because they are largely in charge of hormone function. They're gonna take care of a lot of other things in the body, but really, you need to make sure they're in the right spot for whatever your goal is. So you gotta get them in there and they have to be had, okay? If you go too low in fat, it's bad news. If you go too high in fat, it's also bad news. So you gotta get the right spot, you gotta be in the right realm for your goals and your body, etc. Okay? Carbs now. We move into the carbohydrates, the third macronutrient. This one is the most manipulated. Because basically, you guys, people can function on any level of carbs. You can jack your carbs up super high, and for the right person, that's a great diet. That's going to be a great way to lean out. It's going to be a great way to build muscle. Contrary to popular belief, it's not going to kill you either. And a lot of people do the exact opposite. A lot of people take their carbs down to zero. Think of your people that do keto or paleo. Take their carbs down to like 0 to 20 grams a day or something like that. Crazy. And they're not getting any carbs. They're just basically functioning off the first two most important nutrients, being fat and protein. Okay, so your carbs are your most easily manipulated nutrient. Now, what is the benefit between doing a low-fat diet or a low-carb diet? I'm going to tell you straight up, it doesn't fucking matter. Neither one, you guys, is going to make all that much of a difference in your results if your calories are in the right spot. See, all dieting, you guys, before we get into macronutrients, before we get to the proteins, the carbs, the fats, and the fibers, all of dieting down or trying to build or do whatever you're trying to do with your body, it comes down to your calories. Calories in versus calories out. If you eat less calories than you burn per day, you're going to burn body fat. It doesn't matter in what forms. Calories control the game, okay? If you're trying to build muscle, you need to be in a caloric surplus. That's going to build muscle, build strength, etc. So, the point here being is, it does not necessarily matter if you are on a low fat, a low carb, a high fat, a high carb, as long as the calories are in the right spot. So for you to figure this out, you need to make sure you know your body's maintenance, you need to make sure you know where to drop it, or you know where to raise it depending on what you're trying to do. But the point is, no matter what, calories control the game. Calories are always king, and that's what matters before macronutrients ever do. You gotta get the proteins, and you gotta have the calories in the right spot, and then you're good to go. Carbs and fats can honestly be manipulated up and down. Some people even undulate them day to day. Coach Rye. is out.